Hello everybody. Please do not be upset with me. I'm sorry that I have not been posting. As you can hear, I'm a little bit groggy because I actually caught the bad flu, so I've been dealing with a whole lot, right? But that is no excuse. I should be updating you guys. I mean, a lot has happened since my last video, and I am gonna fill you guys in. But before I do all of that, we're gonna take an adventure today. If you are new here, thank you so much for being on this journey with me. To my regular OGs, I just love you guys, because it does not matter how long I take, it doesn't matter how quick I take, it doesn't matter. You guys are always here to love, support and appreciate me, so I really can never leave you guys out. Now, yes, I have some updating to do, and I promise you I will get to that. However, today we're going on an adventure together. So my accident, as you guys know, was June 30, 2019. Since then, you know, I'm blind in my right eye, and for the first time since my accident, we will be driving to Kingston together. Yes, I do have some appointments to take care of in Kingston, and I do have my monthly maintenance, of course. I gotta keep, yeah, I cannot look like my problems. I cannot look like my pain. I'm not about to walk around looking like Chewbacca or Shrek or we're not having it. So, unfortunately, or fortunately, well, fortunately for us, I will be driving to Kingston today. And because I'm blind in my right eye, you guys know that I'm racing against time because I need the sun to see. So we're gonna go on this adventure together, and we're gonna have a little chat along the way. I'm praying to God and hoping to God that everything goes well. But let's do a little prayer. Mighty Father God, we come before you this another day. Thank you, God, for sticking by me no matter what, all day, every day. As I journey along this path to Kingston, I ask that you continue to guide me, protect me, and just be the controller of this wheel, because God, you know we best is. So as we go along our journey today, just want to say thank you for everything that you've done for me. Thank you for your mercies and your blessings and your grace, and protect us as we go and do this little adventure. In Jesus' name I pray, amen. So let's get into it, right? So as I said, I'm going to be chatting a little bit because, you know, I'm going to do a little bit of update here and there about what's been going on with me. Also, the Jamaica Star actually just featured 2 stories about me. One, you know, they resurrected the accident story, and 2, they actually asked my opinion on what is it that I have to say to motorists these days, based on the fact that the accident rate seems to be, you know, plummeting in Jamaica. So if you guys have not had a chance to take a look at those articles, the link is in my description below, so you can take a look at that. And remember, I always got to remind you, just follow me on all socials. Yes. If you are new here from TikTok or Instagram, baby, thank you for the love. I mean, I get love everywhere, but the overwhelming pouring of love and support on TikTok and Instagram over the last few weeks has been unexplainable. So guys, thank you so much. If you're on my channel and you have not subscribed to my TikTok, now subscribe. If you have not followed me on TikTok or follow me on Instagram, I suggest you do the right thing. Yeah, so I'm at the Total gas station, and because we need us to see, I have to put my glasses on. So let's get on our way. as I said, we are gonna have a little chat along the way. Not all the way. I know you all love to listen to my awesome voice. However, I am not gonna talk all the way, but there are some things that you all need to know. Of course, Mr. Police Officer, why not just drive out on me? Right? Let me put my seatbelt on, because I cannot with these people. Hopefully it will be a smooth ride. So yeah, I do have some things that I need to update you guys on, and as I said, I'm not going to be ranting the entire ride, because it's going to take us about 3 hours. We're going to say 3 hours on a good day. Of course, I do want to stop at Starbucks in Draxhall. So what's been happening is that my leg is still broken. We know that. Up to this day, talking to you guys, it actually is still broken. But I'm going to have to do knee and hip surgery. And I don't know if you guys can hear the plane outside, but I'm going to have to do knee and hip surgery, right? And so what my orthopedic surgeon is hoping that happens, because I have a pin in my knee that keeps slipping out, and as I said to you in previous videos, when it slips out, it's like when you're screwing a screw out of a wall. That's how it feels in my knee, and it actually gives me pain 24/7. And then there is a pin at the top of my metallic bar on my femur. It's at my hip. So my orthopedic surgeon is hoping that if he takes these two pins out, it's going to give the bone some motivation to actually come together and start healing. What he wants is to just see some impression of new cartilage, that, you know, the bones actually want to come back together. But he still advised me that I do need to walk without assistance. So let's get into that first, the walking without assistance. Now, I try to move around like the house and so forth, and you know, when I want to look really, really cute, I try to go out without crutches or cane or whatever. Trust me, that's never a good idea, because I'm normally in bed for 2 whole days. So I started to get this app on my phone that tells me how much steps I need to actually walk per day. It says 6,000 steps. I've never done 6,000. However, I try to do between 2,000 and 4,000 steps per day, but that's just walking around my house, like walking to the bathroom, walking to the kitchen, which I rarely do because my mom is such an angel and she normally does absolutely everything for me. Not because I'm spoiled to anything, don't get it wrong, but my mom is a helper type of person, just like me. We love to help people. That's how we find joy, or some sort of joy. We like helping people. And so the few steps that I do around my house, and then, you know, when I'm creating great content for you guys and for my TikTok and for my Instagram, I do some walking, and I try to walk at least 10 minutes per day. But every time I walk, I start to get these muscle spasms, and I start to feel very uncomfortable. Now, remember, I'm on my weight loss journey to lose 50 pounds. It was supposed to be 50 pounds by the 23rd of November, but that was not happening. I've lost a total of 15 pounds, okay? And that's just with intermittent fasting and eating 1,800 calories within the eating window, right? So we're down to 15 pounds. So I'm going to say to myself, okay, probably I need to take off a little bit more weight, probably because the legs are so used to having an assistant. They, you know, need some time to get worked back in. But listen, you see when those muscle contracts come, baby, they literally cripple me. I have to be out. Like, the first muscle spasm that I actually got, I had to wake my parents up out of their bed, and my father had to be massaging my legs so hard to get this pain out. I was there for about 30 to 45 minutes in excruciating pain that stopped my mobility altogether. And I thought it was a one-time thing, but my leg muscle decided it was not a one-time thing. But since then, I've gone back to my orthopedic surgeon, and yes, you guys are going to get an update about that in a whole video. But he said to me that trying to walk 2,000 steps per day is too much. He told me to learn to walk without assistance. He didn't tell me to do it in a couple of weeks. So he said I should take my time, do just a few steps, let the muscles, you know, it's like you're retraining the muscles to know that, okay, you guys are here to walk or to help her walk. And so, you know, I have to be patient with myself. And you guys know I'm not born with any patience, right? So I'm trying to be patient with myself. Right now, I am walking with my cane. If I am able to walk without my cane, and this if is, say for instance, I'm like going to the movies, and I'm in Montego Bay, so when I go to the movies, it's like a 10-minute drive, if so long, right? And I would get out of my house, get into a vehicle, then get out of the vehicle and go into the movies. In that situation, you probably see me not walk with my cane, but I will always bring my cane with me. So if you guys see me in the streets without my cane, don't think that that girl is recovered. No, I am not. I am still in recovery. I'll probably be in recovery for the next 2 years or so. But the day I stop walking completely without assistance, it's going to be a party for us, okay? Yes, it's going to be a party for us. So that's the update on my walking. Now let's get into this me driving to Kingston type of thing, right? So normally when I'm going to Kingston, you guys know it's either a straight drive or I normally take the Knutsford Express. But as you guys also know, it's now Christmas time, and so a lot of things need to be purchased, a lot of things need to be done. Of course, you know, over the last 2 months I've been buying stuff for my mom at the plant store, and of course she's not letting up because she's like a kid in a candy store when it comes to her flowers. So yeah, I do have a boyfriend. yes, that girl got a boo. I'm sorry guys. My apologies. I did catch the bad flu, so I'm actually at the last part of it now, so sorry about that. But a girl got her boo. Yeah, I do. I got me a boo. And he's been phenomenal, like absolutely phenomenal. I mean, it just took the right day in the right aisle at Fontana in Fairview for me to meet the love of my life. Yes, we're calling him the love of my life. But he has been exceptional. I don't think there's a word that I can use to describe him. I am just like, he makes my exes make sense. Like, he raised the bar. Like, all them other relationships, it's nothing compared to what I'm in now. And so with God at the center of it, I know that it will blossom into something even more grand. But yes, normally, getting back into why I'm driving to Kingston, so normally I would take the Knutsford Express, or, you know, he would bring me. But that can't happen today, because then he has work tomorrow, so he's gonna actually meet me in Kingston, and yeah, he's gonna take the Knutsford Express this time around. And so because I have appointments tomorrow that starts at 8 o'clock. I can't go up tomorrow on the Knutsford Express and then, you know, wait for him to come. I actually have to go up from today, because the Knutsford Express leaves at 6 o'clock from Montego Bay, and that would make me late for my 8 o'clock appointment, and we cannot be late because we have a lot of things to do tomorrow. And of course, you guys will get to see what this month's monthly maintenance look like and all the things that I got wrapped up in. It's gonna be good things though, but I can't be late for my appointments, because being late for one appointment, the very first appointment, if I'm late for that, everything else for the rest of the day gets thrown off, and I have a lot to take care of. So that's why I'm driving up. Now we're gonna be doing this drive together as best as I can, right? So my anxiety level right now is like a 4 out of 10. And it's a 4 out of 10 because, one, I'm driving alone. I only have you guys, but I'm driving alone, and it's the first time I'm actually driving this distance by myself since my accident. Every time that, you know, I'm going to Kingston or whatever, and I pass my accident site, I actually get some anxiety. So there is that. And then, you know, sometimes I'm like to myself, like when I'm traveling, I say, okay, Deana-Rae, you can't remember what happened the night of the accident, right? But probably if you keep driving past the location, one day it's gonna, you know, pop back into your head. I am hoping that day is not today. Okay? I am hoping it's not today. Because my neurologist said to me that the head injury that I got, it's so severe that it's the reason why I have short and long-term memory loss, right? And so my brain might feel like my body is not strong enough to actually accept those memories of the accident. And so it may or may not come back, but it may come back when the mind feels like the body is right, or it may never come back. We're hoping that, well, not we, well yeah, we, you and I are hoping that those memories never come back, because I currently suffer with insomnia now for over 2 years. I've tried a lot of remedies, both medically and naturally, and nothing seems to work. And I've tried all the sounds, so don't tell me about sounds. Sorry. So don't tell me about sounds. But I don't want to remember that, right? I do not want to remember that, because then I'm just going to be a walking pretty zombie, because I am not going to be able to sleep at all. So yeah, let's take a look. I'm actually on Rose Home Main Road now, so let's, yeah, so I'm out by Lilliput, as you guys can see, and I'm going to indicate to you guys where my accident happened, where the nice gentleman that was traveling intoxicated on the other side of the road decided that he wanted to tell my vehicle hello. I mean, you don't really get over trauma. You really do not. What will happen is that over time, you learn how to deal with the trauma. You learn how to process the emotions. You learn how to live with what has happened to you. And it's not going to happen overnight. I mean, it's been 3.5 years since my accident. I'm still dealing with my trauma. And so the persons that are going through their own trauma, I mean, it may not be a motor vehicle accident. It may not be, you know, physical and mental abuse. Trauma is trauma. All trauma spelled the same way. Trauma. Yes, I can spell. Yeah. All the trauma spelled the same way, and we all have to understand that when we go to a traumatic experience, we really have lost something. So we need to go through the stages of grief. Stages of grief is not just for persons that have lost a loved one. It's for traumatic experiences, because you've lost something, and you have. So we're actually coming up on the accident site. So let me just show it to you guys. I really can't slow down, but there's a bus in front of me that's going to take forever. So based on the pictures and based on the eyewitnesses, this, where the bus is going to be stopping, that's exactly where, right there, that's where the car was hit off the road, and it was as if we just pulled over onto the soft shoulder. And yeah, so that was that. Yeah guys, no memories, still blank. But I hear that there's some state of emergency coming up, so we're gonna go through that, and then I'm gonna come back and rant a little bit more with you guys. Yeah, so no big deal about the state of emergency. I mean, the Zozo, whatever it's called, really, it's really just the JDF sitting down looking at cars passing by, probably counting how many cars before I see a Honda. No disrespect to the JDF, I know you guys are doing your job. I do, but yeah, you can go, sir, I'm in no rush. So yeah, we were talking about trauma, right? So a couple of days ago, I think it was last week, don't quote me, because the day that this video is, you guys are seeing this video, it's probably weeks or days ago, I posted on my Instagram and on my TikTok the recovery of my eye. Now, in my accident, my head trauma caused my right eyelid to actually be sliced off, and I was told that my eyeball fell out. The paramedics that were on site first said to me that they just pushed the eyeball in and just stitch whatever skin was left. They were doing that in hopes of saving the eye. However, y'all know I'm blind in my right eye. I just woke up in June 2020 and there was no sight. When I checked it out, the pupil is actually damaged, the lens is actually damaged, and I have what is called a macular hole, right? So no seeing for the eye, unless Jesus decides that, baby, we're gonna make her more of a walking miracle, then I shall see. Until then, I'll be okay, right? So I'm driving with being blind in one eye, and you guys know that, y'all that have both seeing eyes know that you have blind spots when you're driving naturally. So you know that has increased for me by 2, which is why I'm really racing against time, because I want to do most of the distance as I can do in daylight, because when nightfall comes, I can see in the night. It's just that the reflection of the car light on my right side, especially when I'm going on the highway, is really going to affect me, and we want to do that as minimal as possible. Right now, I have not reached anywhere. I really just passed Salt Marsh, so we have a journey to go, but it should be fun. I don't plan to play any music, you know, those Japanese, Chinese cars, whatever. Why is it shaking so much? Yeah, you know those Japanese Chinese cars, you have to use Bluetooth or whatever. So I mean, I might have a car karaoke, we don't know. However, I need me some Starbucks, so I'm dying to reach a Draxel because I love me some Starbucks, but having a drive-through Starbucks is the shit. Like, baby. And they just opened up a new location at Mall Plaza, I think in Halfway. You know a girl's gonna have to go there. It is a must. But as a trauma survivor, or as somebody that's going through a particular trauma in life, do not feel because you didn't go through a motor vehicle accident, you're not blind in your eye, you don't have chronic back pain, that your trauma does not matter. Everything matters. Because for you, your trauma is actually the worst thing that is currently happening to you in your life. Why would you want to dumb that down? You don't need to do that. What you need to do is understand what is happening to you. Introspect. How did I get here? How did I play a part, if any, in this trauma? How do I move forward? What are the stages of grief I need to go through in order to move forward? Because depression is real and it comes in different forms. It doesn't necessarily come in a form where, okay, you're sad every day and you're down every day and you don't feel like doing anything. No, it also comes in the form of you not feeling like you need to bathe. It also comes in the form of you not wanting people interaction. It also comes in the forms of you not enjoying the things that you normally do, the simple things in life. Depression wears many faces. However, nobody's saying to you, do not be depressed. Get out of it, snap out of it. And if you have people around you like that, they need to go to hell, literally. Because depression doesn't work like that. And if you're not in a capacity, and this part of it is for the people that are providing support to us functionally depressed people. Do not tell us that thank God that you were alive and don't worry about your mental health. Think about your physical health. Let's deal with that first. Or you're going through something, but there's somebody worse going through it. We know this. We're fully aware. Everybody's going through their own trauma. Somebody died. Somebody's going through something worse than us. I mean, my accident is not the worst tragic accident in the face of the universe. It is the worst thing that has physically happened to me. And I'm going to own it. I don't care how that makes anybody feel. Because at the end of the day, these people with all these opinions, I don't see them in any hospital paying no bills. I do not see them at my physiotherapy sessions. I do not see them at my therapy sessions. I do not see them in my bank account when I go to the ATM. These are all opinions. And in a country that is democratic, and that's my country I'm talking about to some extent, where freedom of speech, I mean, isn't that universal though? Yeah. Where people have freedom of speech, it's just opinions, and we can't let people's opinions define us. The opinions that should define us is how we think about ourselves. Like, baby, when you look in the mirror, love on you. When you see those scars that has mentally become physical scars, or you have those physical scars that you didn't have before, and you look in the mirror and you're so disgusted with yourself, try to turn that into a positive light. Those are your survival medals. Those are a constant reminder that God is not through with you as yet. And these are the things that I have to tell myself on a daily basis when I look in the mirror and I look like a cyclops. Because then 90% of the time my eye is open, but you will never see it because of the swelling from the stitching that they did. Did I feel like I was not a cyclops at any point in life? No, I still do believe that. However, I have now accepted the fact that I am a cyclops, and I'm a beautiful woman at that. Yes, baby. So I don't like people keep saying, oh, I haven't gone through 1% of what you've gone through and I've gone through nothing. No, do not say that. My trauma and your trauma may be different, but they all fall under the heading of trauma. And so what I encourage persons to do on a daily basis is to find the things that they like about themselves first. So you dwell on those things first, right? After you've dwelled on those things first, what you do is you find the things that you don't like so much and find a positive way to look at them. Sorry. Right? Look at the things that you consider flaws and find the positive in those things. Because how is it that you want to move forward? How is it that you want to feel better about yourself? How is it that you want to be in less pain? How is it that you want to be less depressed, less sad? But you're not willing to do the work. I can't do it for you. I can tell you everything all day, every day. I can share with you every experience that I've been through, every trauma that I've been through. But I can want so much for you, but if you don't want it for yourself, how can it mature to be something positive? I keep telling people this, and I guess it's a new mantra for me. The fire that is burning within you has to be brighter than the fire that's burning around you. And I'm going to live by it. Because if my willpower and my need to be independent again, my need to show the people that are low-key hating on my recovery because they thought a girl was gonna die, or they thought a girl was never gonna walk again, or they thought a girl would never find a good man or anybody could accept me, that's my fire. That's what burns within me. The fact that God is using me as a constant reminder that He is a true and living God. For the mere fact that people can look at me and say I'm a walking miracle, and I can believe in myself that I am a walking miracle because, baby, I saw the light. I didn't see any tunnel, but I did see the light. And God said, Deana-Rae, not today. It ain't your time yet. I got things for you to do. And I don't know if I'm doing them as yet. But I hope that whatever I'm doing is preparing me for whatever purpose that God has to lead His people to Him. And even since my accident, I've met 4 young ladies that have now become my friends. They were all in serious motor vehicle accidents as well. They have very serious injuries where they too are coming from immobility to mobility, and I promise you, you're going to get to meet all of them. But for them to now understand that they're not alone, they don't have to go through these things alone, helps them to recover even better, because then you know when you feel a certain type of pain, somebody else has felt that pain before. So what they're telling you to do, you are more inclined to listen to them. You're more inclined to do what they suggest because they've been through it. They know exactly how you're feeling. They know exactly what they're doing. They know exactly what they're saying. Rather than somebody that's never been in your position, have never felt your pain, coming to school you. Right? But anyways, let me give you guys some scenery before I lose all this light, because my phone does not like the night. So I'll be back in a minute. I am not at all happy about the fact that I am now going to have to drive in the rain. Literally not happy about this at all. Like, not having any sun is one thing, but the rain, I mean, I'm not feeling that much pain, probably because I'm in a moving vehicle and, you know, all of that, but God just pulling out all the stops today, aren't you, big man? You're just pulling out all the stops, yeah. It seems like it's just in a certain parish, because then it's not so hard anymore. But let me keep the windshield wipers on. We'll see what happens down the line.
A few moments later.
Well, the rain seems like it didn't fall all the way down here. I think this is like Duncan's or something. I mean, it's starting to drizzle, but you can see that the rain has not started to fall here as yet. So, it's mostly dry. And of course, there's police on the road because that busman is flashing us. I don't know if you guys can see. But, yeah. You know, I don't feel that bad. No, my anxiety is still at a 4. I have not seen any reckless driving. Well, I have not experienced any reckless driving as yet. So my anxiety is currently still at a 4. But yes, sir, I realize that there's police officers on the road, which is why this excessive line of traffic is in front of me. But I'm happy about that, because listen, I'm hoping on this journey I do not encounter any accidents, because God forbid. I mean, when I see accidents, it still hits home for me, especially when I know that I survived, and so many car accidents are happening on the road and so many lives are being lost. I mean, there's nothing we can really do when death comes, but my God, does it have to be so gruesome sometimes? Like, Grim Reaper, give us a break, why won't you? Like, can't people just fall asleep and not get up? I don't know. I mean, I don't wish death on anybody, don't get me wrong. Yeah, don't get me wrong, I don't wish death on anybody, right? But the way in which some of these people go, it's so gruesome. We are now entering St. Anne. Of course, why not? Wow. It's been a rainy day in St. Anne today. The roads are very wet. I am not about to pop out the ring light, but let's go make this order. Okay, nothing fancy, one of my usual.
Right, can I give us a minute, please?
Sure, no problem. And can I get a venti caramel frap? And I need you to add mocha java chip and extra caramel drizzle.
So it's a venti caramel frap, right?
Yes.
A few moments later.
Hello, Kingston City. The British Bionic Babe is back. Another month. So, guys, we are entering Washington Boulevard. The drive wasn't so bad. I hope you guys enjoyed, you know, the little highway scenic view and all that jazz. And yeah, we're on Mandela, gonna go on Washington Boulevard. Now I need to decide what I'm gonna go and get to eat. And yeah, I'm gonna bring you guys along with me. So yeah, I did tell you I was not going to be rambling a lot, because I mean there's a video for the rambling, but you know, I just wanted to get some stuff off my chest earlier on, because I don't like the camera quality on the cell phone that I'm using to do my videos. I don't do a lot of videos at night, and I don't know where to find my ring light right now, but we've made it. And I don't know about you guys, I mean, if those persons that are not from Jamaica or don't live in Kingston, it's like when I hit Mandela Highway, like nothing else matters. Like, what other parishes? Like, baby, like what? Like it's like my heart is home. But I am still getting over the flu, and I literally drove all this way in air condition, and now my ass is feeling stuffy. But we're gonna figure out what we're gonna get to eat. I mean, Kingston is what it is with all those wide varieties, but I'm gonna eat first before I go to the Airbnb, so let's figure it out. I was gonna try TGI Friday since they now have a new menu and the whole reopening and all that, but I'm not feeling it. I'm not feeling it at all. But let's see where we end up.
A few hours later.
as you can see, I'm in 100 Kingston, right? And because of the noise in the background, we're not going to let YouTube ban us. So I'm going to speed this up. I'm going to take you guys through it, and of course, I'm going to give you a review. And of course, we need to head to bed eventually.
A few hours later.
Hey guys, so I'm just coming to finish off the rest of the video. So being an avid member of 100 MoBay, 100 Kingston, you're happening. You legit happening. I love the food. As you can see, I rated it. The service was A1. My waitress was phenomenal. Now, yeah, it's nightfall and I'm getting like stuffy, so I'm just coming to close this video off. So the drive to Kingston was not bad. My anxiety level went up a little bit because then truck drivers, there's a special place in hell for some of y'all. However, it was good. I mean, we came in record time and the food was good, but now my ass is tired. Whew. I drove from Montego Bay to Kingston all by myself as a miraculous accident victim. Well, survivor. So guys, thank you so much for being on another video with me. Ensure you turn on your post notification bells because I have a whole lot of content scheduled to go out and you don't want to miss anything. For the rest of the weekend, however, you'll need to either follow me on Instagram or TikTok or both, because I will be posting this month's self-care monthly maintenance over there. So guys, thank you so much for being on another video with me. Thank you so much for supporting me, for encouraging me, and for showing me all the genuine love. And I'm just so humbled and so overwhelmed. And if you have not got a copy of my journal, the link is also in my description. It's just really $8 on Amazon. You know, a measly $8. Yeah, you can go ahead, click the link in my description, go get you a copy. I am so grateful for you all. But guess what? It's time to hit the sack. I will see you guys in the next video.